all the marks.
Wrestling's not fake!
And so in AEW news, awful, I had Husey on the show, and we talked about the WWE portion of the Tudums on Netflix. So they had this whole segment dedicated to them where they were promoting what's to come in Netflix. It's their upfronts. The Tudums are the upfronts, Netflix, essentially, okay? Upfronts. And they roll out the red carpet. And the only AEW presence that was there was Anthony Bowens. So let's take a look and compare his reaction, I guess. I heard Rhea Ripley's. I'm not sure if you have, but I want your thoughts on this.
Sure. 2025!
A decent pop. Now, I wonder if...
You'd get the same pop, Phil. You know what I mean? Like, you sprizzle some fireworks out there and put some hip-hop music in the background and put you in your best khaki outfit. You're going to get some cheers.
Yeah, my best cream-colored khaki outfit. Hell yeah, dude.
Best spring wear.
You know, it got me a set like that, too.
Yeah, I bet you
here's
do.
the thing. White shoes and everything. So here's the thing, man. Bowens, right? The man is like an actor. He's done commercials and he auditions for, and he's out there doing his thing before AEW. He'll be doing it after AEW. To me, I think he was always the best part of the Acclaimed. Like overall, Max Caster's rap sort of like really made that group cool. But I'm not even talking about the scissor me daddy ass. That got cringe to me too. I'm just talking about as a wrestler and as like who's the strongest part of that group with the most potential. Who's going to be this breakout single star? To me, I'm sitting there saying Anthony Bowens, in my opinion. He hasn't really been used. He got a big pop there when it was announced Billy Gunn was in the WWE 2K game. And then all the news was like, oh, Billy Gunn could go to WWE. What's going on with Billy Gunn? Guys, I'm telling you right now, Tony, that's why Tony's like, oh, Bowens and Billy Gunn come and have this random match against Caster. That's why he did that, man. It's always reactionary, and it's because where's Billy Gunn been since? He hasn't been on Dynamite or any show since. They got that huge pop, and then now that the news cycle's gone, Tony hasn't called him. I would bank on Billy Gunn being out of there sooner than later, too. Now, Bowens, I have no clue. It's if I were to estimate, when Tony was re-signing, so there was a period there where he re-signed a bunch of people, and he like made everyone sign long-term deals. Like he wasn't signing anyone for like 3 years, unless you're Edge or whatever. You're not signing on no 2-year whatever. So I wonder if like Caster and Bowens both signed on for like 6 or 7 or 8 even years. His numbers, isn't Ospreay signed for 8? I'm pretty sure he's throwing out like huge long-term years out there, right? And that's why people thought Jericho was signed for 10 years. He wasn't, though. That's some bullshit.
Gotcha. I got a question there, Phil.
Yeah.
Phil, do they explain at all why this guy's here?
No, and that's what I was trying to circle back to. Like, listen, this guy has some. He's got some. What I'm getting to, and I'm taking a long way of getting there. He could maybe be out of Netflix, or AEW soon. Because why would Netflix and WWE be like, this guy's cool? Yeah, he can be here, or whatever. You don't think WWE would be like, no AEW people, or anything, or are they like,
what the hell is?
Where's MJF too? Like where's MJF? Because MJF is in that Happy Gilmore movie that's exclusive to Netflix. So I was taking a long way of getting there. Do you think why was there no, hey, MJF and Bowens, you guys talk? Obviously the AEW shit, but then why is this guy on the red carpet to begin with, and where's MJF? You know what I mean?
MJF is probably rehearsing for tonight.
Yeah.
Psych. But as far as why do I want to call him Michael? Anthony Bowens here. If you
know his real name or what?
No, I don't. I mean,
you got his real number
a guy
or
named
what?
Michael Bowens. But shout out Michael Bowens. Yeah, what the fuck is he doing here? Like, I don't get it. Like, he's not in any movie. He's not doing anything for Netflix. Is he representing AEW in some form or fashion?
Fuck no. That's what I mean. Like, where?
Right. How was he introduced again? I kind of missed that.
He's got to be on his way out or something. Don't you think? Like, why? How would he even do this? How would he even pull this off without?
Right.
That's all. Like, I just feel like Tony and people would get paid. And where's WBD's fucking blue carpet walking out AEW wrestlers? Yeah.
Really?
Where's that happening? with fucking Superman or whatever. You know what I mean? Where's that going on? These dudes, the WWE superstars, are hanging out with Squid Games and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're putting over the superstars.
You think Tony knew about this little arrangement here?
I wouldn't even tell him. Why even tell him? You don't gotta tell him shit. Fuck him. Fuck him at this point, dude. Fuck him. Is he here? Fuck him. So yeah, that's the Tudums, man. That was Bowens. I don't know. Thunder Rosa.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Are we going to juxtapose that with Rhea Ripley's entrance or some shit?
Well, yeah. So I was gonna say, man, I don't know if you saw it. Thank you for reminding me. But Rhea comes out and Bowens like owned it. Right? He absolutely did. However, Rhea Ripley, I don't know. She just had something about her, and I feel like she got a good pop. Bowens did too, but there was something about like her confidence coming down the carpet and all that. I'll show you this one here. And here's her doing her big like eat, sleep, breathe. She's just super casual, though. I know you got that outfit right there off.
Yeah, I certainly the 98 Jeff Hardy's. Yeah, that's what I got. But yeah, that's pretty cool. You had mentioned something about her confidence. You're exactly right. It's like, and this goes with any great professional. Like all the wiggles, all the nervousness is just non-existent. And they walk with such a swagger, like they own the carpet. Now, Anthony Bowens tried to own the carpet, but nobody knew.
I thought Buddy Matthews owns Rhea's carpet. Oh, you meant the
hey, ayo.
When you said Wiggles too, I thought you meant like the actual Wiggles, mashed banana, mashed banana, mashed banana, mashed banana. Well, speaking of like the Wiggles and all that, and Thunder Rosa, man, she's been talking about wiggling her top off, I guess, to get on TV or something. That's fucking terrible.
Flash and thunder.
So AEW star Thunder Rosa expressed her frustration in her vlog about her lack of success in the company this year and discussed what she needs to do to improve her situation. Man, some people... Well, let me read this first. Rosa said, "Things are very somber for me right now. There's a lot of things that I want. You guys make me believe that I should be a champion, but it doesn't matter what I do. I still can't reach. I can't get a hold of that. It keeps becoming very frustrating. I'm going to go into work. I'm going to get hair and makeup done, eat, prepare. Thunder, Stone Cold Steve Austin is coming. I have the gear, but I didn't bring a belt, so that's not going to work. My chaps are going to fall. I will have to wait for that one. Maybe that's my... What is she even talking about? Maybe that's my winning gear.
Women.
These are a couple wines deep here. A couple white wines deep. I'm trying to use that for later. I wish I could say that I got this on the pocket, but I don't. I really don't. Losing makes you really somber and sad and question yourself. I've been questioning myself a lot lately, straight up. I want to be a champion, but everybody else is telling me that I don't have what it takes to be a champion. A-okay. Well, you just said, okay. Well, you just said before everyone said you should be a champ, but maybe you mean behind the scenes. Okay. Then what the fuck do I have to do? Show my tits? I don't know. And I quote tweeted this. I was like, why don't you show your tits to whoever's responsible for booking you and spare the fucking public humiliation of all of this? Like, Jesus Christ. What are your thoughts on this, man?
Poor Thunder Rosa. I don't like, as you were talking and reading this thing, I was wondering, like, how does one like a Thunder Rosa penetrate the attention of Tony Khan so that she can get a championship shot? Like, that is such a hard thing that I wouldn't know what to do.
Well,
like,
she's got to win
the shit out of him or something. Like, she may have to, like, you know what? I heard a great quote from, I think it was Gary Hart, watching one of his shoot interviews a long time ago. He said, if you don't care, they want you more. If you don't care about what the promotion's doing to you, they seem to want you more. Yeah. But if you do care, they want you less. It's almost like when you go to the WWE and you go, "Oh my God, it's my lifelong dream." Triple H nudges the accountant and is just like, lower her pay, because she'll take anything. You know what I mean? But Thunder Rosa is a good talent. She was embarrassed like a motherfucker about 4 or 5 weeks ago when that whole like steel chair thing, Or was that even long ago? Like, it wasn't that long
Yeah,
ago.
no, I
But
think maybe about 4 or 5 weeks. Yeah, it's hard. It all just
yeah,
blends
but
together
it's
at
just
some
like from
point.
there downhill. Barely shown on television, and when she was on Collision in like some tag team match, and hasn't been seen since. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do. Like, before you go to the ring or something, maybe you want to just start yelling at Tony Khan. I don't know. I'm clueless. Phil, what would you do as a talent in this situation
I would
without the white wine?
I would show Tony my tits and I would ask for a fucking release. And I'd go, please release me. You can touch them if I can go right now. No questions asked. And I would just try and get my ass to WWE or just anywhere. She'd make more money. Well, I don't know about more money, but she would make more noise and waves, which usually ends in more money. I would fucking take my chances like with NWA and Japan and just doing my own thing and going to Mexico. You think they wouldn't love to have Thunder Rosa as a part of all of this?
I was just about to say,
AAA
she'd be a shoe-in for AAA.
Yeah, and I would beg for my fucking release, and she's just too optimistic and chill and like has sort of allowed it to be where she can be a stepping stone. And that's on her a little bit. And Tony fucking is terrible at booking women. A bunch of the women, I have more examples. Mariah May, before she left, she was like, yeah, like, not surprising, I'm in a shitty hotel room, right? Whether she's cracking a joke or not. Who else said Deonna Purrazzo's like, oh, you'll see me wrestling in picture during commercial break or whatever.
Queen Aminata said
Queen
something.
Aminata. I was just gonna say that.
tweet.
So today she's like, I'm fucking wrestling. She's like, have you been wrestling? She's like, not lately, really. And so she just shows up when they need her to lose in a fucking number one contender match for some reason. She's in number one contender matches all the time. So
I agree with David Carradine's closet. Thunder is too old and washed for NXT. That's why you take your ass to NXT, or maybe beg for some sort of trainer's job or something. But if you're still trying to be on television, AEW is not the way to go.
Well, that's just it, man. So I wanted to get to that as well. To me, Thunder is, you have to bring her in, put her on the main roster immediately. However, if she, like, let's just like X-Files and say she gets the fuck out of AEW and she makes it to WWE somehow. What you do is you could even work a deal exactly like you said, where maybe she's producing and agenting, and she's down because in AEW she'll do commentary and all that, but also working with some of the ladies in AAA, like how to work both styles and sort of be an aggregator there. And she could go work a program with Vac Air. It's not like she's washed. It's not like Meiko Satomura didn't get a bunch of matches like that WWE promoted and they kept her under contract for a long ass time. And Thunder Rosa could play that role. It's not like she'd be washed. She could be on like a SmackDown and shit, but primarily representing AAA and NXT and TNA and floating around those brands and shit. That would be the perfect role for her right now, I think, in her career too. So let's start a petition, guys. Let's get Thunder. No, we're starting a petition. We're going to cagematch.com and we're all putting our names down.
We gotta get a hold of Congress.
Yeah. Right. So unfortunately for Thunder Rosa, I hope she gets out of there and can do so without any nudity necessary or whatever. Or unless you want that, and then maybe you luck out.
AEW is such a dog-eat-dog place. Like, none of them are friends with each other. They're just like professional acquaintances with each other. But as far as like hanging out, I don't see that happening. You see that all over the goddamn internet with these WWE women. They're on yachts. They're kissing each other. They're in bathing suits somewhere in Cancun celebrating birthdays.
They got to bring Total Divas back. They got to. Like, I don't know how they don't at this point, man. I'm starting. So as far as like Dynamite or Fyter Fest or the hockey game, like, you guys know what I'm invested in. Okay,
right,
we have more news.
Let me get
here.
to it.
Thunder Rosa also had this to say, that she challenges Britt Baker to a hair versus hair match at All In. So this chick's ready to shave her fucking head.
But is Britt Baker ready to shave her fucking head? Is she even ready to come back? Did she and Tony make up? Last time we saw her, she said, nobody cares. Nobody cares. And she hasn't been seen since.
More or less. But Thunder says, I threw a challenge, hair versus hair. One, I know there's money on the table. Yeah, like how don't they have Thunder Rosa building up for something for All in Texas, bro? Like what the fuck, man? It's so stupid. I don't know how they fucked this up, man. Yeah, Athena, you're from there. You come here, but no fucking Latin American representation on this show where there's a bunch of fucking Latinos and Latinas, bro. Like, what's going on here, man? I just don't get it. So, yeah, she's willing to shave her head for this company. Speaking of people willing to go to AEW and have a good time, Cora Jade, a.k.a. Elayna Black, was on the Ariel Helwani show, and one clip we didn't go over before of her saying so she's going to like us up here. She's going to hit that like button infinite times here, but she does talk about how she would go back to AEW because if you guys remember, she was there briefly.
You want to be full-time again?
Yes. I feel like I'm born to be a wrestler. Like,
sure. But like, there are some people who make a lot of money just being on the indie scene.
Yeah.
Do you want to be, not to beat around the bush, but like, would you like to go to AEW?
I would definitely be open to going to AEW. I loved my time there. I have a lot of friends there. Like, I watch all the shows. Like, I love the fact that they have as much creative freedom as they do. I feel like I said, I'm so much for like storylines and like character and like stuff like that. So I feel like they are very like
sure
creatively free in that way. So it's definitely be something I would.
Have you talked to them yet?
My 30 days is just yesterday, so not yet. But
hold on.
You never know.
Maybe by the end of the day.
Yeah, maybe.
What about TNA?
I'm not closed off to that by any means. I just only feel my only hang up is I feel like I was just there, and like now they're like kind of doing like WWE and
sure.
Oh, they even bloodied up Briscoe again too. Hey,
Certainly
so he's
did.
just there to be beat to fucking dust.
TNA. So I don't. It almost feels like I need to like step away from all of that for that world for a second. Like, I love TNA. I would definitely work there again in the future. Just right now in my time, I feel like they're too close knit together right now. Like, it will be better for me to like kind of branch off and just kind of figure it out.
Japan, overseas.
I would love to go
all
to Japan.
This.
Yeah, actually, right before COVID, I had written up an email to B. Priestley.
Imagine right now a fucking Stanley Cup final on TNT on Max. Commercial runs during Dynamite. Like, guys, go watch this. They're singing the national anthem. Please go watch that now instead of this.
Wow. It says continues, like, while you're watching this trash, you could be watching some real hard-hitting action with the Stanley Cup Finals.
It was before we became friends because she was like super into like with all the girls at Stardom and like ran training and stuff. So I had drafted up an email to send her. Someone had given me her contact information to see if I could come do like a Stardom tour there. But then COVID happened and everything stopped. And then I never sent the email because everything got shut down. And then I just never ended up going there because then I got signed. So I definitely wanted to go there, and it's always been like a goal.
She has all these stories where it's like, I was like obsessed with like Avril Lavigne's like clothing line, and then he's like, well, what was it called? She's like, oh, I don't know, but like I just like really liked it, like.
Yeah, all you young people, follow through on your swing, goddammit. Send emails. Don't worry about no societal disease, stopping anything. Yeah, that's just me. And another thing. Isn't this the same young bird that was aligned with CM Punk for so many months? You don't think that this young lady, I was about to call her the B word, you don't think this young lady doesn't know about...
That's your blackness was coming out there.
No, then my fatherhood showed up. So
exactly.
This young lady here heard all the horror stories, or if she was smart, she asked the right questions of CM Punk, like, what the hell goes on over there in AEW? Yeah. And she wants to go to AEW over TNA.
She's like 22, bro. She don't give a fuck about none of that.
Oh, and this is the same
but
one
it just
with the
shows
fans. Gotcha. Okay.
But for the people who are like, see, CM Punk's just bitter and shit. Well, it just shows he's not sitting there telling Corey. He's not telling the young people don't go there and shit. He's not in the private lives, Yeah. Like she would have stooged that by accident. You can tell it's not even on his mind. He just does little shit to troll internet fucking smarks. That's all he does. So pretty funny. But shout out Elayna Black, and we will see her in AEW. I guarantee it.
Now, what's she gonna do when she's there? Mm-hmm.
Make out with Matt Menard or whatever.
And no one's gonna know who she is. She's gonna think that little pink stripe down the side of her hair is gonna make her recognizable. Police.
So speaking of the numbers and things that would have no life or anything behind it, you know, we have Matt Jackson here who tells the story of Kevin Owens running into him on a beach in Hawaii recently, and they're like, "Oh my God," and they like hugged each other and all this stuff. And then he said two things after this that I want to bring to your guys' attention. But let's listen to Matt Jackson here with his lovely family and hear what he has to say about meeting Kevin Owens on a beach.
Before, I just want to talk about this. I don't,
What?
So
Wrestling related or not?
no, vacation related.
Oh, okay.
So anyway,
Wrestling related, no vacation related,
he
but it's
just lied
about
to his wife.
but it's about this famous wrestler, and now we love each other.
I mentioned in the video that we went to Alani last spring break.
Yes, this is a good story.
Right. So we took the kid.
You know Joe Biden's a clone, right? Oh, Ralph, enough of your conspiracy theories.
There, and
that's the energy it gave off. It's not a wrestling related, is it? No work at the table, honey. No, it's not work. But that bitch, Karen.
It was awesome. But anyway, halfway through the trip, we're on one of the beaches, the same beach that we're actually
Oh,
on.
this is a different story than what I thought you were going to tell. Go ahead.
Okay. So
Would you
we're
shut
sitting
up?
there on the beach, and
I
I look out into the
I had
water.
something to add. I thought you were talking to me.
And
no.
Hey, give me a drink or something. No.
Yeah, really.
Can I get this joke off? They literally can't do work at the table because she got fired from AEW.
Damn.
Was that too much?
Not enough.
She was the head of their merch.
Yeah.
Like another dad playing with his daughter.
Yeah, and he looks very familiar. In fact, I go, "Oh my gosh, is that Kevin?"
I remember this.
And I go, "Oh my God, it's Kevin."
You
Steen,
too, kid.
Kevin Owens, as you may know. So I go up to him. I sneak up to him, and he's like
You may know Kevin
taking
Owens.
pictures of his kids and stuff. I go, "Hey, Kev, what's up, man?" And he turns around and he looks at me, and his eyes are so big, he doesn't even know how to react. He was
like literally
He was like-
speechless.
He's like, "Oh fuck, they're gonna fire me now. Just don't take a picture. Please
Please.
don't take a picture. They Jimmy J. I don't want to get Jimmy Jacobs, bro. I got this neck surgery. You don't understand, man."
They had the talk between the pizza shop and the t-shirt shop on the boardwalk.
His eyes go wide. He's like, "Oh shit, Nick Khan's here, bro. Duck, get the
Come
fuck
here,
out of
yeah,
here.
yeah,
Go."
come on, come here.
Is AEW promoting Sin Cara?
Mystico, yes, I believe so.
That was
Yeah,
Sin
dude.
Cara.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed it was.
I do know who you were talking about before.
Like he saw a ghost
And I
or
go,
something.
"Hey, man," he goes, "Oh my God," and he grabs me and he hugs me, the biggest bear hug ever. And I don't think he let go of me for at least 10 seconds. He goes, "What are the chances? Are you kidding me?" No. Like,
We live on like complete opposite sides of the country.
so
Like,
Yeah.
what the heck are the
He
chances?
thought he's like a Make-A-Wish kid who grew up. Oh, what are the chances you made it? What are the
We're at the same
On
resort at the
spring break.
same time as his family.
So we're just talking and getting caught up because it had been a minute since we'd seen each other, and it was so cool because like literally the rest of the vacation we kind of had our vacations together. Like we'd go swimming
pretty
for
funny.
hours, and it was really really cool. It was last March,
Yeah.
right?
A year ago.
Okay, so in this time, also in this little thing, I just want to share that because I had a bunch of fucking jokes to rip off there. But he also
Before,
shared.
I just want to talk.
He also shared that there's talks of someone high up in AEW is like, "Hey, you should revive that being the elite YouTube show you do." And then he also said that people in WBD, or maybe not WBD specifically, but he said that there's even talks of making a Being the Elite, the movie. And I fucking quote tweeted it, and I was like, they're just flushing Tony Khan's money down the fucking toilet at this point. Like, they're just laughing, lighting it on fire, and flushing it down the toilet, no?
I would believe so. They don't know how to invest in anything. They should be investing in Netflix.
Yeah, to me, it's pretty crazy that this is the way they'd go, or choose like who's going to give them the money, or we'll fund it ourselves. Have fun, man. The movie business is fucking tough, and yeah, I definitely well for real. But being the elite movie or documentary, AEW itself, sorry, has serious interest in BTE the movie. So it's
what
like,
are they
man,
gonna show?
That's what I mean, dude. Like, just go watch any of the other shitty documentary shows they have, and like, there's no payoff to this. Like, again, this is just people talking Tony into fucking spending his billions of dollars, which I guess is fine, but like, fuck, man, where's the end to this? This seems
They're
cringe
trying
that
to
the Bucks would even be. Yeah,
They're trying to write their history before
the way
anybody
WWE
else.
did it. The way
Yeah.
WWE did it, you know?
Yeah. Come out with their book, which is coming out in November. Good for them. Then they're gonna have
Beat
a
you to the
BET.
punch.
Yeah, that's it. Listen. I am not a conspiracy person, but it is very, very curious as to, for example, why things like this are happening. Like, it's just like at the worst possible time in their financial history, they're coming out with more books. They're coming out with a possible movie. Their video game is crap. So what can be said? They're pulling out all the stops as far as like trying to bilk this man for all of his money.
And just build sort of this fake history the way WWE did as well,
Oh, yeah,
writing their own
absolutely.
narrative. I mean, I knew that was
Absolutely.
coming as well.